We need to figure out what weapon to use to defeat the Skull Sorcerer.
Indeed.
The Sword of Fire?
No.
The Shurugans of Ice?
No.
A dinosaur femur?
No.
What about this thing?
No.
But how shall we defeat the ultimate evil?
Morphin time. The Blades of Deliverance.
But we don't have the Blades of Deliverance.
So we'll make them.
That's a good idea. I'm Donovan, and once again, I am going to make a Lego Ninjago weapon. This time, I am making the Blades of Deliverance. In the past, what I would have done would be to just grab a piece of 2x4 and then carve it out and paint it to make the swords. But after doing the Minecraft TV stand and using hardwood veneer to come up with the color gradients for the tools on the front, I realized just how good natural wood species look when you use them as different colors in a piece. And so instead of doing what I would have done and just carving a piece of 2x4 and painting it, I am not gonna paint this project. I'm gonna use the natural color of the wood species to make the Blades of Deliverance. So for the Shadow Blade of Deliverance, I'm gonna be using walnut, and for the Ivory Blade of Deliverance, I'm gonna be using ash. Quick side note, you don't need to use a CNC in order to make the Blades of Deliverance if you want to make them yourself. You don't even need to use hardwoods like I'm using. The techniques are the same regardless of the tools and materials that you're using. You can make these out of a variety of different materials. You don't have to be limited to the tools and materials that you see me using to make them. You know, even if I did nothing else to these, they would still look pretty dope. But the next thing I gotta do is take my belt sander and start shaping up the blades. pieces are done, but before I finish them and put them all together, the last thing I want to do has to do with the handles. In the show, the handles of the sword have these grooves kind of cut into them, but I don't want to take the time to cut grooves into both of these handles. So what I want to do is I want to take leather strips and I want to wrap the handle, because one, I thought it would look cool, and two, it'd raise it up and still give it that recessed grid pattern. These turn out great! Hey, if you like this video, do all the algorithm things, like, comment, share, all that kind of stuff. If you like this project in this video, you'll probably like all of the other videos that I've made, even the non-Ninjago ones, so you should go check those out too. Thank you so much to all of my patrons who help make projects and videos like this possible. If you want to help support me and if you want to get the build files on all the stuff that I make, link down below. You can have our Patreon and help support me there. I'm gonna enjoy these for a moment until my son comes and claims them, but you, until next time, should go build a good story.